Hello, welcome. I'm Hannah and happy Black Friday season. I have a couple different things that I'm going to do here with you today. I'm going to put on this makeup look along with you. I also want to talk about some new to be products from Merit. I also want to talk more generally about Black Friday, my advice on how to navigate that, and the brands that I'm planning on checking out during their sales this weekend. So if that sounds good to you, let's just get right on into it. Okay, so I think I want to do something that is a little bit fun, but not too bold, and I have an idea. My nails are from Lights Lacquer. It's like something autumn. It's like I need an autumn or something. They look so beautiful on camera. It looks like a beautiful, like, interesting, neutral indie shadow. In person, it's like a little bit sheer, but it was my first time using it and it taught me that I might do something underneath next time. But like, yeah, you literally can't see it at all. I'm gonna go in with my Kylie Cosmetics Mattes palette. I feel like the only person in the world that talks about this, but I use this palette damn near every day. The mattes just work so well for me. They're really blendable and I like the tones in here. The shade I go in with every day is this one in the center, but like I will grab in for the other colors when the needs arise. Right now I'm starting out with this one, the like one step lighter, because I want to have a little bit of a gradient in my crease. And then with the same brush, I'll just go in with the one that I always use and try to keep that slightly lower or like more direct in my crease so we're not just like totally covering up the other shade. I am applying it a bit gingerly right now, but I feel like on a normal day, I go in like a mad woman. I like it. Like, it's a very forgiving formula. It doesn't really have fallout, blends really well. I think I told you in the intro that I want to talk about Black Friday, but I feel like I need to get through the eyes a little bit and then we'll get into that. And I'm just going to add slightly more definition in my crease. I'm just going to go another step deeper, and I picked up a brush that is fluffy. Like, it works for a pat and a blend, and I wanted it to be a little bit less fluffy than my normal crease brush. Like, this one just like, I don't know, it fluffs around a little bit more than the one I'm going to go in with now, because I want to keep it even more concentrated. And I'm kind of keeping it lower because I'm going to erase the lower portion and we're just gonna like keep the top. Oh yeah, I also like it that it's kind of concentrated on the inner and kind of fades out by the outer. I like that. Might be a little bit darker on this eye. I'm gonna use my last brush. I didn't add any new product to it, but I'm just gonna use this to make sure it's blended to my liking. Okay, yeah, then the next thing I'm gonna do is like a cut crease. No need to check your clocks. It's not 2016, but I feel like this is a fun way to make my makeup like a little bit sharper, a little bit like more, it'll look a little bit more like I tried hard on it, which I am trying harder than if I just smeared on, but I don't have to go as bright and colorful as I would have in the past. I could, but like that's just not what I'm feeling today. I'm just taking my concealer, which is the Tarte Shape Tape, on this Sigma brush that's like kind of flat. Oh, I have a lot of concealer on there. I was gonna just do one eye at a time, but I'm not trying to make it like wet, and I'm also wiping some off on my hand. Just winging that out. Yeah, and I feel like it's a cool effect because I brought my skin tone back to my eyelid, but it just makes it look kind of like clean. I could set this. I think I will set it actually. I'm gonna use this is like my under eye setting powder. Like, I'm literally doing on my eyelids right now what I will be doing on my under eyes. This eye is definitely my prize student. Okay, so I want to use Amalgam, which is a newer shade from Clionadh. I ice watched it recently. My video went up a couple weeks ago, and it's such a pretty shade. I've used it a couple times, and I want to use it again today. The goal is I want to keep it like right in the center. I'm a little bit nervous because I can be heavy-fingered, like the version of heavy-handed, but like just on my finger. Let's try right in the center. Does that look cool? I don't know if you can tell what I'm going for. I think that's cool. I'm gonna use another finger that doesn't have product on it just to blend the edge a little bit. Okay, yeah, actually I think that is cool. It looks like snow or something. Little icicles on my eyelid. I feel like if I wanted this to be bolder, I also could line under this harsh edge, even like with a color or something, but I don't think I want to do that. Yeah, I think that's the idea for the eyelid. I'm gonna get started on my face. I do have a bunch of Merit products that I want to talk about. This isn't like one of the newer products I just got from them. This I actually have had for a couple months now. It's their Great Skin Priming Moisturizer. When I first got it, it like showed up on my doorstep in summer. And in summer, I tend to use sunscreen as primer because most of the time that I'm doing my makeup, I'm gonna go outside and there's going to be sun. But now that it gets dark at like 4 o'clock, I've been wearing this a lot more because like the only time I'm really out in the sun most of the time is like my drive to work. So all that to say, I've really been enjoying this now that I've been able to use it more often and not like need to wear sunscreen. The texture of it does remind me of like my NYX Marshmallow Primer, which is my primary non-sunscreen primer usually. I would say this feels kind of like right in between a moisturizer and like one of those really smooth dimethicone primers like the Benefit Professional. And it kind of then does provide the best of both worlds. Like it feels like a lotion, but it also glides and like feels like a primer, if you know what I mean. Like I don't think I'd necessarily want to put my foundation right on over like a dewy, wet moisturizer, you know? So like this has the moisturizer quality to it, but it doesn't leave my skin feeling wet or anything because it feels like dimethicone. Do you know what I mean? I don't even know if there's dimethicone in it, but that's just like what it reminds me of. It does say on it to follow with SPF. So I suppose I could do that. I just usually don't, especially if it's like literally dark. But I can try that sometime and I'll let you know how it goes. For my base, I do want to talk about a new to me product, which is their Minimalist foundation stick. I know people have been talking about this for years, but I don't think any of their older shades were a good match for me. I had swatched it in Sephora once, and the shade that seemed like my right level of depth was very yellow, but they just expanded their shades in this, and they came out with one. This is called Sandstone. It's described as a fair light neutral, which is like the exact description I look for in base products. It's also like the exact name of my Shape Tape shade that I use. You can see this one's brighter, but it actually works out well because this really blends into my skin. And then the concealer gives me a little bit of brightening in the center of my face. I just started using this foundation stick really recently. But if you have been following me, you might know that I have one foundation in my collection, and I'm usually not one to experiment with foundations because I just feel like if my foundation looks bad, like that's gonna ruin my day. But I have been trying this at first at home because I was like, I'm not taking any chances. But then like I've been wearing it to work, I've been wearing it out a little bit, and it holds up really well. I actually wore it to work today. So as I'm filming this, it's like 9 o'clock at night. I did my makeup this morning for work and I wore it all throughout the day, and I took a video of how the foundation held up right before I wiped it off to film this video. So I put on my makeup at 8:30 this morning. I went to work from 9 to 5. I went out for lunch. I came home after work. I went for a jog. I had dinner. I watched some Married at First Sight. And the video of my makeup is from about 12 hours of wear, and it's exactly what I would want foundation to do after 12 hours of wear. It looks a little bit faded, but there's no like harsh areas where you can see it coming off, where you see like a harsh contrast between the foundation and my skin underneath. The only area where it kind of like left a little bit more is right where I wear glasses, but if I wasn't filming, I would be just wearing my glasses, so you would never see that my glasses disturbed it. I feel like the finish it gives me is kind of like a natural matte, so it's been a little bit fun for me to have a different base to work off of, especially since I've just been wearing one foundation for years, so my base always looks exactly the same. But also, as I said, I just started using it, so like I haven't tried it in that many different ways yet. I'm curious to see how it would go on over their like Great Skin Serum, for example, because this is like a very glowy product, and I can imagine if I applied this and then the Minimalist, it would make my skin less like natural matte. And so far I've also just been enjoying like the packaging. I feel like it's really sleek looking. I've seen people like have this on their vanity for years, and I'm excited to have it on mine. I like that it doesn't take up that much space, and I also like the idea of carrying it with me if I want to be like extra concerned about my skin. Like if I have a blemish that I'm feeling a little insecure about and I want to bring something with me to like, you know, recover it up during the day if need be, I feel like this is a great option. Because also, I haven't mentioned this yet, but the first time I put it on, I blended it out with my fingers, as I like to do with other Merit face products, and it blended really nicely. So, feels kind of like a win-win. I'm realizing I have a lot to say, so I'm just going to finish up my Merit spiel so I can get into Black Friday spiels. Merit is having their sale right now. They're having like the only sale that they have during the year. They don't do like influencer codes or anything. So the whole website is 20% off. If you don't know this, every first purchase comes with like their little signature makeup bag, like their little corduroy brown bag that's super cute. But now, if you place an order during their sale, they're also giving out this little blue mini one, and it's so cute, and I want it so bad. And they also, as always, have free shipping over $40. So if you've been looking to try any Merit products, or if you've been looking for a good gift for someone in your life that would like kind of like classy yet simple makeup, I do have a link down below. It's an affiliate link, so if you shop through it, I will earn a small commission, and it shows the brand that me talking about their products are helpful to you. No pressure, of course. I know there's a million sales going on right now, as we will talk about, but I just wanted to give them a little shout out. As I've said before, I am a very small creator, and it's cool that they are willing to like work with and support small creators. Red blush. I've been interested in trying this since they came out with it because I love their blush formula, and they were like saying how this would work on anyone, and I see why they say that. One of the things that I like so much about their blush formula is I feel like it doesn't have a base to it, so whatever your skin tone is, it's just going to add this like red flush to your skin. It also blends super easily. I don't even have a brush that I feel like would work well for like cream cheek products. And I don't feel like I need it because I can just put it on my fingers. It is a bit bright on me. I guess I could do less, but the couple times I've used it so far, I've been doing it like this. And at first I was like, this feels like a springtime or like a summertime blush on me. But I also really like specifically wearing makeup that people like connotate with a certain season, not in that season. So I feel like a bright, like almost over applied cheek in the winter feels like really, I don't know, fun and fresh. I always like putting it over my nose too to look like I got a little sunburn. I was out in the sun, I got a little sunburn. And I like putting some on my forehead too. Okay, here's my major thought on Black Friday. We have finally gotten to the part of the video where I'm talking about Black Friday. I would recommend make a plan and or a budget. Your plan could be, I'm not shopping Black Friday this year, or your plan could be, there's a couple sales that I really want to buy, but I don't want to go overboard. You can give yourself permission to buy things if that's like within, you know, within your spending, within what you want to do. I personally like and look forward to doing some shopping on Black Friday, but I feel like there's been years in the past where I feel like I'm in a frenzy and I'm just constantly like refreshing my email, like looking for more sales, looking for more things to excite me. And I feel like those years, if I went in with more of a plan, I might have been able to like cool it down a little bit and not overspend. You know, it could be a good time to buy the things that you wanted to buy when they're full price and you like held out. Or if you're the type of person who likes kind of like finding something. I don't know how to like say this, but this is a feeling that I feel like I've had a lot of times, like even during the Sephora sale. I'll have things in my cart that I've been wanting for months, things that are like replacements or like practical purchases. But then when it's the time of the sale, I'm like, I want to just find something that I didn't overthink that would just be like a fun little like treat for myself, you know? And I feel like if you're that type of person, then give yourself a budget for the fun little treat so you're not just like looking for a fun little treat all day. And then the other part of make a plan is make a plan for something to do that doesn't involve just like being online all day. There was one past year where I was being good, where I had made plans with a friend ahead of time to go for a hike the morning of Black Friday, so I wouldn't just be like laying on my bed on my phone waiting for more emails. You could also plan to go to the movies that day or do something family related. See if whoever had you over or if you had people over for Thanksgiving, get people together for leftovers. If you will be at home and on your phone, try to watch things that won't inspire you to spend. I know Hautemesstom, I think for 5 days in a row, they're doing content just with products that they already have. And I feel like that's kind of like a good mindset to be in if you're not trying to overspend. Or spend all day going down a rabbit hole about one product instead of like making quick decisions. Like if you're looking at the Blend Bunny sale, and you know you want to buy something Blend Bunny because like, oh my god, they're having a sale, spend all day watching videos about Blend Bunny. It kind of like feels like funny advice coming out of my mouth, but I'm like, I know myself, and if I'm spending more time thinking about one purchase, I'm not like browsing and like making other purchases during that time, you know? I am personally interested in Blend Bunny. I've been recommended them for so long, but this is kind of a side tangent, but I know their last palette that they came out with, the collab with like Glisten and Lynn's makeup, I think that's the name, that palette was magnetic, and I had seen that they're moving towards making palettes magnetic, so I will buy a magnetic palette when it speaks to me in the future, but I'm like purposely not shopping their Black Friday sale even though I'm tempted because I know something better will be coming out in the future. If you're curious in what I am interested in, I'm going to be buying shades from Divina. I think they're coming out with, I think it's like 14 or 15 new shades. When they were releasing them, I thought at first I would buy all, but that was like before I knew how many shadows. And I'm like, all right, that's kind of a lot of money and it's a lot to eye swatch at once. So I feel like maybe I'll just pick my favorite 9 or something. So I'm excited for that. That sale actually might be live already when this goes up, but I was thinking the Divina sale started on Black Friday and I realized today it starts tomorrow for me now, which is Wednesday. So probably by the time you're watching this, that is already live, but they've been pretty good recently about having a lot of stock. So hopefully there's still like a lot in stock if that's a sale that you are planning to check out. I'm also probably going to buy the collab between Clionadh and Bad to the Brow, Millie. It looks really cool. My only complaint is that I wish the shadows were like exactly the same size and shape as their regular shadows. I know they're like a little bit more square, which would be fine for me if I was going to leave them in the palette. But I feel like I would have more options to like put them with my other Clionadh shades if they were the same exact shape. But I probably will get that because I am really excited about it. I did already buy literally 2 single shadows from Fantasy Cosmetica. I was looking through their website because they're having a pretty decent sale. And none of the full color stories spoke to me, which is good because I've definitely been buying too many palettes and not using enough palettes. But I bought 2 single shadows. It was like a green matte and like a pretty sparkly shade. And I don't know, it came out to like $12 with shipping. And I'm like, all right, good on me. I'm also interested in the Merit sale, as I was saying. I really want the little makeup bag. Oh, I forgot my inner corner shade. I'll have to do that next. I really want the little blue makeup bag, and I've been wanting to try their solo shadows, like their little pot shadows. I feel like when those came out, there was a lot of discourse about people not liking them, and I feel like now that they've been out longer, I'm hearing people talk about them in like little ways. And when I was in Sephora recently, I swatched the one that I want. It's the shade Studio, the lightest one. And it seemed really nice. And I can imagine putting it all over my lid and just applying like a little sparkle shade with it. And it being a cute look. It being something that I would wear a lot for work. And then I think the final thing that's on my radar is Mob Beauty. They're having 25% off. In my black lipstick video, I really liked a Mob Beauty lip product. It's the only product I've ever tried from them. I definitely want to get the like plastic packaging for it because it came in just like cardboard packaging. And I'm trying to decide if I want to get anything else too, because I don't know. I don't want to go overboard, but I also kind of feel like I'm excited about Mob Beauty. It feels like everyone likes all the products that they've tried from them. And there's a couple things I have my eye on. So we'll see. I'll definitely have to let you guys know how that goes also. But I am excited about it. I am. 2024 has definitely been a big lip product year for me. And I have like a whole little bin right here of lip products. I need to figure out better storage. And also I need to stop buying more lip products. I have such like conflicting feelings right now about like stuff. And maybe even this is like, you know, fodder for a bigger video. But I feel like I'm simultaneously so excited about getting new things, but also overwhelmed by things I have. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's just those two things. Because I'm like, yes, like I love that I have a bunch of newer lip products that I'm excited about. But I'm also like, what am I supposed to do with all these lip products? And why do I want more from Mob Beauty? Oh, the other suggestion I was going to make about things to do for this like Black Friday weekend, play with your makeup. Remind yourself what you have. I feel like if I spent all day staring at this, would I buy more lip products? Or would I be like, oh yeah, I still have, well, this isn't even a lip product, this is face gloss, but like I still have something in the packaging I haven't played with yet. So why am I like ordering more things in their packaging to come to my house? I zoomed out and it was too soon because I have to do my lip product. I have decided upon this Milani lip liner. This is the shade Spice. I have been using this forever and I really like it. And the Colourpop Luxe Lip Oil in the shade Bells. Another suggestion, watch something not makeup related. Do you guys watch Mina on YouTube? I've been watching her videos for years, and it's funny because the way I operate is I usually like new videos come in my feed and I add them to my watch later and I decide, you know, at the later point what to watch. And for a while, her videos were the kind of videos that I might watch like on a Saturday while I was cleaning or something. I was never like jumping to watch them, but every time I watched one, I was like, oh, I really enjoyed that. And recently I've been prioritizing her videos because I'm like, I learn a lot from her videos. It's like, I don't know, the one I was watching today was about like dark romance novels and stuff, and it was like talking about Twilight, so that's why I'm thinking about this, clearly, because this is a Twilight gloss. And maybe this is a bad recommendation because she has like millions of followers, so maybe you guys are some of those followers. But I feel like she makes good content that can be kind of like beauty adjacent at times, but it's not like consumerist content, you know? Because I know even with YouTube, you might watch someone doing a get ready with me, not even focusing on a product, but maybe it'll make you want that product, you know? And if you're trying to not purchase any products, maybe non-makeup content is the content for you, at least this weekend. I want to tell you about this perfume, but somebody is using it as a pillow. I feel like I'm crooked now. I was able to choose 3 products from Merit this go around, so I had chosen the foundation stick, and the red blush, and the perfume. First of all, let me just say, it comes in such beautiful packaging. It has this little like soft touch plastic box, and then you take it out of that and it's like in this box, like a fancy watch or something. This part comes down, and then like here's the perfume, which just looks like a beautiful piece of artistry. I was so excited that I had the opportunity to get this. This is it's called Retrospect. I should have said that already. It's called Retrospect. I've been wearing this perfume for a couple days, and I am not a perfume reviewer, but I will try to tell you my findings. I didn't know exactly what to expect. From the description, I saw the words like musk, and there was something else that I was like, I like those things. So I thought I would like this. And it's a much more like interesting perfume than I could have imagined. It really has like distinct segments of it. When I first spray it on, it smells exactly like pear. Not even like pear perfume, like it smells like I cut open a pear and I rubbed it on my wrist. And then when that opening note of pear, I sound so perfumey and professional. When that opening note of pear fades, it smells more like earthy. Like I feel like it smells kind of like a damp earth, which surprised me because I thought a perfume from them might smell a little bit like more indoors, but it smelled very like walking through a forest after it rained. And then when it fades from that, I think, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at now. It smells like powdery, floral, and musk. I think it's probably my least sweet perfume that I have, which is a little bit new for me, but also I like that because I don't smell like a cupcake. Like I see why this is the scent. Like I think the vibe of the scent matches the vibe of the brand and it matches the packaging because it smells very like unique, but it also just smells very sophisticated. So that's my review of the perfume after wearing it for a couple days. I'm really excited to have it. I'm excited to continue wearing it. If you've sniffed this, let me know if you agree with my description. And if you haven't sniffed it, I encourage you to sniff it when you have the chance. And that is my long-winded, all over the place Black Friday or Black Friday Eve, I don't know, video. A reminder that if you wanted to shop Merit, I do have an affiliate link down below, but of course, no pressure. Just being here and watching this video is enough to support me, and I appreciate you guys. I hope you have a wonderful holiday season. I know we're just getting started, but remember at the end of the day, like makeup is just makeup and you can like put down your phone and walk away from it. You know, the important thing this season is like, you know, spending time with loved ones. And I hope that's something that you're able to do. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you'll give me a thumbs up and subscribe. It really means a lot to me, and I will see you very soon. Bye!